boy Rod Show, rocking it out with Rod Show, rocking it out, rocking with your boy Rod Show. Come on. Rocking it out, what your boy Rod Show. Rocking it out, with Rod Show. Rocking it out, what your boy Rod Show. Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up? Good to see y'all, man. Welcome to the Rockin' It Out with Rod Show. I'm your host, Roderick Taylor, man. It's so good to see him out here. How you feeling, Denise?
I'm feeling wonderful. I tell you, I feel just about as groovy as a 5-cent movie when you get your popcorn and candy free.
That's a 5-cent movie. Candy. That's a cheap movie, Denise. That's real cheap.
That's just about as good, you know. If you can get you a 5-cent movie, now you know you in good shape, and it's a good movie too. Come on now.
I don't know. That's one of the movies on bounce. That's what that is. You know. But anyway, so we got a good show for y'all today, man. We got an amazing show. We got some amazing individuals here on this show today. Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, who will be gracing the stage. Today we're going to be talking about mental health. We got a mental health therapist coming on, Phil and Natasha Liggins. Mm-hmm. We have a couple of different entrepreneurs coming on. We have an entrepreneur who has their brand, and their brand is called The Official Brands, Victor and Alicia Walker. Mm-hmm. And then we have a very special group, y'all. I'm not saying everybody else ain't special. Everybody's special on here. But I've been knowing these two friends for a long period of time. And I must say, AnyBomb.com, you know, me and Kevin go back. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like kindergarten and stuff like that. You know, he was probably rapping in kindergarten, if I'm not mistaken. He was saying these little rhymes. But anyways, Kelvin and Kimberly Cofield, y'all. Music recording artists. These two are awesome. I'm talking about they're amazing just like everybody else. So we have an amazing show for y'all today, y'all. This is what I want you to do. I want you to put your seatbelts on, sit back, and relax, because it's getting ready to go down. Now, here's what we like to do.
Starting
off the show, going down, Denise, going down. We like to start off the show with a little inspiration. You know what I'm saying? We like to give it to you real quick. We want to fill you up. You know what I'm saying? Give you some inspiration and let you know that you are loved. But let's go straight to it, shall we? So this segment is entitled Spit That Knowledge. Say it with me, Denise. Spit that knowledge. One more time. Spit that knowledge. Yeah. Spit that knowledge. And today, here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this. The Bible says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my question to you is today, is where do your trust lies? Where is your trust in? Where do you put your trust in? I want to know that. Now, is it in money? I understand. And, you know, we like our pockets filled up and everything else. As men, it's like when we got a lot of money in our pocket, we feel good. As women, we feel secure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a woman, but from what I heard my wife, she's like, I feel good when I got money in my pocket. It's like a security thing. Mm-hmm. Or is it in science? Is it in the vaccine? Is it in the flu shot? Is it in the medical technology that they have in today's time? Where do you put your trust in? Oh, I know where you put your trust in. Is it your spouse? Because they always got your back, right? Your wife, she's always there on the spot, always making things happen in that kitchen, in the kitchen, cooking, making food and everything else. Your husband always working. He about his business. Where do you put your trust in, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to tell you this. The Bible says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. He didn't say man. He didn't say your wife. He didn't say that moolah. He didn't say that vaccine. He says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean into thine own understanding.
Amen.
In all our ways, acknowledge Him,
Thank you,
and He
Jesus.
shall direct your path.
Every
So
time.
specifically, what I'm saying to you is, if you're going through something and you've been putting all your trust in over there, all your trust into your job, all your trust into your friends, all your trust into what you got in your pocket, no wonder you've been let down. No wonder. You got to put your trust in Jesus. He got your back. He said, I would never leave you nor forsake you.
That's right.
He don't care how you look. People let you go because of the way you look. Not Jesus. No, Jesus loves you. He made you. He know every hair on your head. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He don't care about the money you got in your pocket. No, you ain't got to bribe Him. Jesus said, I love you. I got your back. So what I'm simply saying to you today, ladies and gentlemen, is put all your trust in Jesus. And I guarantee you, if you trust Him, He'll make a way. How do I know that? Good question. But the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. That means that car that you want, that's going to be all added unto you. That means that husband that you want, that's going to be added unto you. That means that wife that you're looking for, preacher, that's going to be added unto you too. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you got to put God first. Now, I ain't here trying to preach and like that, but it's part of my personality. I can't help
It's
but
all
keep it
right.
real.
You better preach. You better teach, brother. That's right.
Yeah. But anyways, you know,
Tell
I'm
the
saying
truth.
like that.
That's what you're doing. Yes.
Yeah, telling the truth. So I just wanted to wire you up and spit that knowledge to you, just in case you didn't know. Now you know. So guess what? I got something even better for you. It's not just the word that I like to spit, because I like to spit that knowledge. You know, I can talk all day. I be talking to you all day. Ain't that right, Denise?
Absolutely.
We can talk, can't we?
It's all we can talk. It's
We
all
can run
right.
them gaps. You know what I'm saying? 90 miles an hour. I'm trying to tell you. And my friends know it too. That's why they kind of move away, because I get to going. But anyways, let me shut that up. I have a special guest here. A special guest, y'all. A special guest that's an amazing soloist. I mean, when I heard her voice for the first time, I said, oh my God. I said, oh my God, this lady, man, when she sings, it's like taking a dip into the past. You know what I'm saying? It's like listening to somebody who had an amazing cornerstone voice that was like no other. Have you ever met somebody that had an amazing cornerstone voice that was like no other? If you didn't, I got somebody for you right now.
Absolutely.
I said it. I got somebody for you right now. So, our inspirational song of the week is called My Funny Valentine, featuring Ben Peterson, and the song will be sung by Samaria Joy. Now, Samaria Joy, I just heard about her, this lady, man, and I didn't know that she had this old school smooth voice. But you getting ready to see. And when you see this, I want you to go on her Facebook page. I want you to click like. I want you to go down and support her and everything else. Alright? So, I want to bless you with her voice as we move forward. I hope you're ready. Is they ready, Denise?
Hey, ready. Happy Valentine's, everybody. Yes.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. You said it right. Here you go.
Valentine's Day.
Oh my God. You can't tell when they ain't do something to you right there. I don't know
Oh
about
man,
y'all.
that was beautiful.
Mm,
Absolutely.
I'm trying to tell you, Denise, when I heard that for the first time, I was
Yes.
blown away. I said, this young lady can sing like that? She can sing like that?
She sounded
Where's this
so
voice been
beautiful.
hiding? It blew me away.
And
There's
the
so many.
piano man was killing it too now back there on that.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
he was
killing
trying to
it
be
too.
smooth. Like,
Yeah, he was
he was
smooth.
tanning up. You see his little shoulders rocking. He was, hey, my
And the
man.
word, yes, and the word to that song is just so beautiful. That you're my Valentine every day. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's just how much God loves us. That's our Valentine. That's my Valentine every day. Because I know I'm
Every
loved.
day.
Every
Every
day.
day.
Yes. So.
And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm glad you listening to this show because if you
Yes.
are watching,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna deal with a lot of different stuff. We're gonna deal with mental health as
Mm-hmm.
it talks about relationships, friendships.
Yeah.
You got if you want to get married, we're gonna teach you how to get a husband. That's right, we said it. Yep. If you want to get married, we're gonna teach you how to get a wife. Preferably
Absolutely.
somebody that can cook. Hey, man, my wife
Right.
can cook. And
You
then
might get
not
a
just
brother
that.
that can cook now. Hold on now.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
get me out.
well,
No, 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 no.
yeah, brother, that good. I could throw down a little bit.
You can
You know what
make
I'm saying?
breakfast, right? I think you can make breakfast.
I can make a little bit more than breakfast. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, now. Well,
I could,
Christine got you together, man. That's
I
all
could put
right.
some pork chops, some biscuits and stuff like that. I can cook something up.
There
But
you go.
anyways,
Y'all collaborating together. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all
right.
balance each other out. That's cool.
She says she can cook better than me, man. I don't know. I mean, no, it's messing around. Let
Hey,
me sit up. I don't mess.
she got you swooped on them chicken wings, baby.
Shit, dude got me swooped them in chicken wings. Boy, she be putting that seasoning on like. I thought you
Because you
better
know
go
why,
with your
Ron?
fine
Let me tell
self.
you why. Because she making it with love. That's why.
Oh, that's what
That's
it
why.
is.
That's what it
Oh,
is.
I keep making them love then. But anyway, to say that I want to tell you this. So we're dealing with that. We're also gonna this particular show today. We're gonna talk about entrepreneurship within a couple. So you can coincide together as husband and wife and run a thriving business. We have some special guests on there for that. And then we have, once again, Calvin and Kimberly Cofield that's going to show us how two individuals can be in the same industry, the music industry, and still thrive. A young couple, family,
Yes,
they still out here pushing and making it. It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. So
absolutely.
you better be watching. If you ain't watching, you need to go call up the kinfolk. Tell them to go ahead and go to the Rocking It Out with Rod show right
Yes.
now. Right now.
Working it
I want
out.
you to watch this.
Absolutely.
Okay, but now I know I can talk too much now. We ain't got that much time. So let me go ahead and move forward, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Our next segment is entitled Fix My Health. Fix My Health. That's right, I said it. Fix my health because a lot of
Amen.
us dealing with mental issues and we need to be fixed. You understand what I'm saying? We need somebody who
Absolutely.
know what they doing. It's okay to believe in Jesus Christ, but he sent people out here to help you out. You know what I'm saying? To
Amen.
deal with that
Absolutely.
mentality. And we're gonna be bringing to the stage Phil and Natasha Liggins, y'all.
Amen.
She, Natasha Liggins is a mental health therapist. She's been doing it for several years, but I'm not gonna do all the talking. She'll do it. This is a pre-recorded video because she couldn't be on here, but she shared her information with us beforehand. So, ladies and gentlemen, I brace the stage for Phil and Natasha Liggins. Make some noise, y'all, as they come. Yeah. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, man. It's good to be here, man. I'm so happy to be here, man. I'm so happy to be on this segment right here. See, this is a great segment, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all been watching, you've been enjoying yourself, but y'all, this segment right here is amazing. This segment right here, you know it already. It's called Fix My Health. And we have two amazing special guests here with me today. You guys, this special guest that I'm talking about, her and her husband, man, I'm sure they've been helping a lot of people around the city of Detroit, a lot of people around Michigan. They've been doing their thing. I know a couple of their family members personally, and these are two amazing individuals. So I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to brag on them too much. I really want to get into the heart of the details of what we're dealing with. Because today, we're going to be tackling mental health and relationships, friendships, everything. We're going to be tackling mental health. And I have two amazing people here today. Today, you guys, I have Phil Liggins and Natasha Liggins. Make some noise for them, y'all, as they get ready. Make some noise. Y'all can do better than that. No, make some noise, y'all. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. It is a pleasure. I mean, a pleasure to have you and your husband here today dealing with mental health, with relationships and friendships. I am so honored to have you today. How you guys doing today?
We are doing
Doing
amazing.
great.
Yes, we're so glad to be here.
Glad to
Ah,
join.
awesome to have you here. I know you guys couldn't be doing anything else on Valentine's Day. I just appreciate y'all, man, for taking out the time. I know we ain't gonna be long because I know y'all gotta go about your business and everything else. But let's go ahead right into this particular situation. Let's go ahead. I want you two to tell the audience because they're watching right now. Tell them about yourself.
Well,
Tell them who
I'm
you are.
Natasha.
Go.
As Rod stated, I am a mental health therapist. I work with individuals, I work with couples, I do marriage, premarital, um, and a whole plethora of different forms of therapy. So that's who I am essentially.
So I'm Phil
Beautiful.
Liggins. I am an engineer by profession and dad by life. So I'm the husband of to my beautiful wife here, Natasha. We have five wonderful children from the ages of 12 down to 3. So four girls and one boy. So we got a busy life, and we love what we have. We work hard at it, and we smile and cry together.
That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful.
Right there.
Oh,
We smile and cry together.
Oh yeah, the
I
kids
know all
take
about
over his
that.
work. Y'all know it. So
That's so true, man. I mean, my wife, we definitely smile and cry together. You face so many different
Sure.
challenges in the world, and you grow as a unit. But then also some stuff come, and it might knock you off your feet and stuff. And it's good to have that partner to pick you up and everything else. So let's go right into mental health. My question to you, Natasha, is how long have you been doing this, you and your husband?
So I'm more or less the one that works with the mental health aspect. My husband and I are an awesome team when it comes down to the marital aspect, right? So doing marriage conferences or speaking at marriage events and things of that nature. That's more or less the dynamic that we kind of focus in on together. But with regards to the mental health aspect, I have been licensed through the state of Michigan for about 6, 7 years now.
Mm,
But prior to even being licensed through the state, I worked in community mental health. So I work with just a plethora of different ailments that people suffered with as a result of just mental health issues. So I've been around, the block
mm.
for quite some time.
She has a lot of experience, ladies and gentlemen. Very important when you're looking for a mental health therapist. You need somebody who knows all about it, who's been in the field, who's dealt with this, because you can't really learn something from somebody who hasn't dealt with anything. And she knows a lot about this. I'm sure her and her husband does. And my next question is, what made you like? What made you go into this field? Did you have a situation occur? If I may ask that question, what made you go into this
No.
field?
So actually, my grandfather, when I was about 16 years old, my grandfather was diagnosed with dementia.
Hmm.
And it was intriguing to watch the state of his mind just kind of deteriorate, right? And the behaviors that were associated with the deterioration of his brain, right? So it really just, and I wanted to study it. So I went to school for my undergrad for psychology or in psychology. So I got my bachelor's in psychology, and then I have my master's in uh, uh, counseling with a
Hmm.
specialization in mental health.
Okay.
So that was it. The mind and behavior, and the correlation between the two was what propelled me into this particular field.
That's awesome. So I also want to incorporate your husband into this as well. So let's talk about relationships, shall we? Let's talk about. I know it's a lot of people that's watching this show, and it's Valentine's Day. Somebody wants to be with somebody and everything else, and they're going through these emotions and everything else, but they don't really know what it takes to maintain a successful, healthy relationship as you and your husband do. So let's talk about what does it take to maintain a friendship, nevertheless a relationship of like y'all? What does it take? You can answer that.
One of
We can
the
start with you.
Yeah, one of the key ingredients that we learn and that we gravitate to is making a choice to choose to have a great relationship. It really comes down to what you bring to the table. What are you really choosing to do in your relationship? Are you really excited about your relationship? At some point, there was a level of excitement. There was a
Mm,
level of friendship, hopefully, that you maybe were developing. And I believe the goal is that when we got married, we made a choice that we're going to continue to keep the fire hot all the way
mm,
through. Right? So it's making a choice to continue to throw wood on the fire to keep those flames going. And every day you have to make that decision
Stay in the
because
flame.
you tied into the mental health aspect. One of the greatest things that me as a man that I look for is peace.
mm,
And one of the
mm,
main areas that I need that peace in is at home, because there's a lot going on in the world. But when I come home, behind these closed doors to my wife and to my kids, this is a place of peace. So
mm.
I figure the best way to establish that personally is to speak life into my marriage, to speak life into my children, so that way we can have a peaceful environment that we can all enjoy. And that's something that we've developed over the time and going on 14 years in April, and it's been a
Wow.
great ride. But that was something that we spoke um,
At the onset.
at the onset of marriage. Is this is what I want, and so I put energy and effort into our friendship, into our marriage.
That's a beautiful, beautiful way of looking at it. That you, when you come home, you basically made a choice, regardless of what you seen as a child and a teenager with your parents and everything else. If there was peace in the house, if there wasn't peace in the house, you made a choice to run your household a certain way. And it was good to have a helpmeet who decided to come together and say, "Let's have peace together." And that's a beautiful thing. The power of choice is something that you can't underestimate. I think a lot of people don't really think about that, but it's very important to really think about the decisions you're gonna make and how you're gonna lead your family as a woman or a male. That's a beautiful thing. So, in saying that, and you guys said y'all been together for 14 years, am I correct?
We've been married for 14 years, together for over 20 years.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh, snap.
we started dating. Yeah, we started dating. She was 16. I was 17 at the time. So we started dating at that time. That would have been with your junior year, my senior year in high school. And then we broke up around maybe 19, 20. I was just a fool. Uh, but luckily, I already had this established for us. And
Right.
Golden backhand.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So
That's
we got back together.
okay.
And the blessing of when we got back together is that from a maturity aspect, we were ready to dive into marriage, into life. So I was in a
Mm,
different place. Just number one, my life with Christ was totally different.
mm.
So that was like the
Sleep.
most important thing that I went through throughout that season. Is that when we got back together, yeah, my heart was on fire and sold out for Christ, and that propelled us to where we are now.
So would you two say Christ had an effect on like how your relationship is ran, or did it play an effect?
Oh,
What
he
would
is
you
the
guys
center
say about that?
of it all.
Okay, okay. So he's like
The,
the
the
antidote.
Oh yeah. I think the realness of Christ being in our lives is to allow us to shield ourselves of those. Though everybody has these natures within them, right? Whatever your character
Right.
is, like you have certain things, but there's also certain things you don't need within you. So
Mm-hmm.
Christ allows us to shield those things to grow in certain areas of our life. Maybe it's an attitude thing, right? And these are things that come up in marriage. You have bad attitude, right? But with giving that to Christ, right, and him and walking Christ on how to 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 control your attitude, your emotions,
Mm-hmm.
those type of things work better for the marriage. To say, you know what, this element of me is not right. I need to get rid of that, right? So as you
Mm-hmm.
begin to mature and grow in your fruits of the spirit, then um, I think life becomes better with people, right? So I think that in marriage, right, it's not just what we benefit from each other. It's conduct and the way you carry yourself for everybody. We just benefit
Mm,
off the intimacy of each other, but how
mm.
she treats everybody all together. I just benefit that I get the intimacy of what we do
Right,
together.
right. That's a beautiful thing, and well said too. One thing you said that is you constantly got to work on yourself. You got to fix yourself. That's what I kind of pulled out of your conversation as well. Is there's never ending story of an individual who wants a successful relationship. They have to start working on themselves, and it starts at friendship level first, and then you work yourself up into marriage or whatever the situation may be. So let's deal with your profession as well. So we dealing with mental health. Let's say you have an individual and they want a successful relationship. They just don't know how to deal with their depression or whatever they may be dealing with. Sometimes they may be the worst enemy. How do you have a successful relationship while having depression issues? Like, because there's a lot of people that might be watching and they just don't understand how they can have an effective relationship with this depression hanging over their head.
Certainly, well, anyone dealing with depression, it's important for you to have a system surrounding you that is supporting you and encouraging you during the process, right? Depression is not something that is going um, to overtake you. It's not something that is there for the purpose of. It has the potential to, but when you have these surrounding connectors or connecting people there to support you on your journey within the process of going through depression, it is beneficial to you. It is helpful to you. So for a person that is, say, ill with depression, I would say first and foremost, working on you, right?
Mm,
Because we can often try to work on some external factors, right, and fix things internally. But if I'm messed up internally, I'm dealing with some things internally, there is no way that I can effectively do anything externally. I have to start within, start with self, right? So, what does that look like?
mm,
It looks a lot like figuring out what the root of it is, and that may be a process. It may be a journey. There's two different ways in which you could look at depression. You can look at, say, for instance, a depressed mood, right? It's not clinical depression. It's more of you just going through these bouts or this state of or an episode of sadness, of loss, and that could be
wow.
associated or correlated with something else. But then you have clinical depression, right? Major depressive disorder, where you are, you can't get out of bed, you don't want to shower, you
Mm,
aren't eating, things are happening that as a result of that depression. That's something that you need to reach out to a professional and get some
yes.
help with. In my particular profession, it's my or within my particular practice, it's my desire
Mm,
to come alongside people and walk with people throughout that process of depression. Depression does not have to define you. Depression does not have to be who you are, right? This is
yes.
something that a person is filled with. But there is life even with depression.
Mm,
You can be in relationship with still, going through depression and be connected, and you can live a full life although you're
mm,
experiencing these things. It's appropriately gaining the tools and the strategies to kind of understand what's going on within you and then begin to actively engage working on what's going
mm.
on within inside.
Well, well said, well said. And in saying that, I mean, audience, I know you're watching, and I'm gonna tell on myself. That's what I'm gonna tell on myself. I was one of those individuals who felt like that God. I believe God can fix everything. Like, oh, it's depression. Let's give it over to God. God can fix it. God can fix it. But you have to also realize that God has young men and women assigned that has certain skill sets that help deal with depression. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, "Oh Lord, I need help," but never go see a counselor who specializes in mental health. So don't be like me, because in that particular point, I can admit I didn't know. I was wrong, because I never dealt with depression issues. But somebody who deals with depression issues, you need more than just. I mean, God is there, but He sends the help. It's like this famous quote that talks about you're in the water, and you say God gonna rescue me, but then 2-3 boats then came by, and you still like, no, I'm good. God gonna rescue me. I ain't worried. But you drown.
Mm.
No, God
Yeah.
sent help. Get the help that you need.
That's
Get the
right.
help.
And for us men,
Good.
men especially, now you know us as men, we can definitely be consumed by our thoughts. We
Yes.
internalize a lot of things because we're always taught to be tough, right?
Yes.
I believe in our toughness. That means in confiding in another man, or asking for help, right? That's a sign of being truly tough. Like, you know what, I can go do the tough things by asking somebody for help. I think that's the true sign of being a man is the fact that I need some help. I need to rely on someone because I'm going through some challenges,
Mm.
but traditionally we're just hold things in. But overall, then you begin to battle with a lot of issues because there is no outlet for you. So
Yeah. That's
uh,
so true.
yeah,
That's so true. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but you're right, man. I mean, when I was young, I was told not to cry. Stop being a punk. Crying was referred as being a punk. And then you got a lot of men who's angry, and they're filled with so much anger because they don't let it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to let it out, man. It's okay to go to your secret place. You know what I'm saying? And let it out and say, man, Lord, I need you. Send me somebody who can help deal with my issues. So,
yeah.
not to cut this short, but we're dealing with Valentine's Day. So I know a lot of audience while you're watching and everything else. None of this isn't like on order. Get the nuggets while you can. Get the nuggets. Don't sleep on this. So what I'm saying is we're dealing with Valentine's Day. Now you got that young Mrs. Liggins and that young Mr. Liggins out there somewhere, and they're saying to themselves, "What does it take to obtain a good wife?" As a man, what should a man be looking for? And I'm asking you this question, sir. What should a man be looking for to find a good wife? What's the qualities that you obviously got a good wife. So what's the qualities of approaching a good wife, getting a good wife?
Uh, Number one, the obvious answer is prayer. Right? To really apply this, uh, I believe in watching how she treats and cares for others is a huge important thing. So what drew me to my wife actually was how she cared for her grandfather. That was one thing. As he was, she never complained. She was right there to be with him, support him. But I was like, okay, that's cool. I mean, but that's her grandfather, right? And he lived with them, so I was like,
Right.
all right, that's cool. But then I watched in her profession how she would actually care for these strangers. She
Mm.
wasn't making much money, but she was, she changing diapers and feeding them. She would actually bring them
Wow.
to church. Like she would take them places with her. Like, and she had joy in this. So I
Wow.
began to look at the other things, not just how she treated me. And I think when you're dating, you're obviously going to give the person whatever your best is, right? But when you
Right.
really watch and see how they move in the dynamics of treating other people, in their family settings, all those things, I think you can see the true character of someone, by looking for those
Mm.
things. So I would say that's a good nugget a good seed to plant.
Mm. Mm. Give me two more nuggets for these fellas that's out here that really need it.
Um, this so another one is for me is you have to be a Christ follower.
Uh.
Because then that means we can grow together. We can align in the same areas of life. We have the same source too, right? Because when the hard times come, it's like where do you go to for your answers? So
Right.
when you're in marriage now, it's totally different from dating, where you just get
Mm.
together and you go home your separate ways or whatever, right? This is a life decision,
Mm.
and we're gonna need some life guidance through.
Good.
Especially now with 5 children, it's not just us. So I would say that's the second thing is a Christ follower, someone who has their heart on Christ and wants to grow. Because throughout time, there are different areas in our lives that we need growth in, and it comes from the Word of God.
Mm.
The last thing I would say for me personally, I need someone who is fun because I like to have
Yes.
fun, like to joke, and life can be tough sometimes. And if you don't laugh, then I'm not sure what you're doing.
Right.
Like humor is humor is like a good outlet, man, because life can
Yeah.
get tough, man, and just to be able to sit back with somebody, laugh a joke, watch a comedy. Like humor is probably things in our lives is laughing, and sometimes laughing at me, right?
Ah,
Ain't nothing like,
So,
like listen, being able to bust that Kool-Aid smile. Ain't nothing like it, man. To have somebody to have you laugh. When you in a relationship for so long, it's almost like you can just laugh at some of the stupidest things, and your partner already knows what you laughing at. It's like you
yeah,
understand
man,
each other. You know what I'm
what
saying?
we so serious about? Why we like? Don't be so serious.
Yeah.
Like it has to be enjoyable. It has to be enjoyable.
So let's do
So
this.
those are
Let's
my
go ahead. Oh, I don't mean to cut you off. It's a 2 second delay, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you see that. But let's do this. Let's ask you the same test, same question, Miss Liggins. What would you say to all them young ladies out there that's waiting right now to hear what you got to say? How? What do you think might be the best 3 ways to obtain a man? Like what? The same question I asked him. What are you looking for?
okay. So I think I mean, and these are all, of course, my personal opinions, but I would give them to
Right.
anybody that asks.
Right.
For one, he has to be a Christ follower. That's one because see, there's something that happens with us as human beings by nature when we don't have someone leading, so to speak, right?
Mm.
When there is no greater power or no higher
Mm.
source, being God, being Jesus Christ, leading. So if the man, see, I know I can trust you and I can follow your lead because I know who's
Right.
leading you, right?
Right.
By being a Christ follower. If you have no headship, I don't know which direction you're going in.
Mm.
And you can
Mm.
very easily. So for me, that number one would have to be him being a Christ follower. Number two, I think going back to the point that Phil made with regards to how they treat other people,
Mm.
an apple does not far from the tree. So, say for instance, you treat your family members. He has sisters, right? If he was disrespectful to his sisters, he didn't care about what his sisters did, he didn't care about their well being, things of that nature, that would be concerning for me. He used to take his sister, one of his younger sisters, to school, and he would have to pass my school to take her to school when his school was right down from, where he
Mm.
lived. But in doing that, that showed me his heart, never the
Right.
disrespect, even with his relationship with his mother, never disrespectful, always honoring. His relationship with his grandparents was something that cemented it for me. Because always just honoring
Mm.
in those relationships. So I knew that he would be a man of integrity. I knew that he would be a man of responsibility and a man who took ownership for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Was That would be number two for me. Just watching, as he stated, watching the other relationships that he's in, because you know
it's
you
bound to
are who you
happen.
are. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are who you are, and if he's treating someone,
Yeah.
if the person is treating someone else in a disrespectful manner, a rude manner, a mean manner, what have
Wait for it.
you, yeah, just wait for it. It's
The
coming.
ball I'm going for.
We're here
Yeah.
to you like that. Yeah. So that would be number two. And then I think number three for me would be um I don't those two are so big for me. Um that I think everything else kind of clings on to those
Mm.
dynamics. Um but let me see. If I could pick another one, I would say someone who's communicable, someone who's open with
Communicate.
regards to
Okay.
communication.
That's
Yeah,
the. Mhm.
communication is huge within a relationship, within be
Absolutely.
it friendships, family relationships, but romantic relationships, marriages, there are some
Right.
conversations that you will have to have.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Most men don't talk.
a lot of men
Don't talk.
don't talk.
So true.
So it really is important as a woman, just looking for, or at least, and that's not to say that just because a man came into a situation not talking, so to speak, it does not mean that he will not talk ever. However,
Mm-hmm.
it's breaking down the barriers, right? And I do this a lot, but it's breaking down the barriers with regards to sometimes we just don't know how. As a man, you don't know how to be vulnerable. You don't know how to show your emotions without seeming weak, so on and so forth.
Right.
So that would be another important aspect, just the communicative part.
Well said. Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it yourself. You heard it from yourself. This is not just their personal opinion, but this is coming from the opinion of a 20, you might as well say a 20-year relationship. They've been married for 14 years, but listen, that's seasoning on that relationship. They've been together for a good minute, and that's a beautiful thing. And look at what they both said. They both said Christ followers. They both said how an individual treat each other. The only thing different they said is her husband said fun, and she said communication. But you can't have fun unless you're communicating. So them two tied together. And that's a beautiful thing. So if you're looking for some footnotes, this is the place to be. This is it. If you're looking for a husband, I hope you took them notes right there. If you're looking for a wife, I hope you took them notes right there. You understand what I'm saying? So, saying that, time is winding up, but I do want to give you the opportunity to reach out to this amazing couple, to reach out to Natasha Liggins, who is definitely this is her profession. She's been doing this for quite some time. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to help people. She's been helping people for years. You understand what I'm saying? And her husband, they both been doing their thing. So what I want to do is, you can look in the chat, and I'm going to put their information in there. And if she chooses to, she can say it out openly. Do you have any information that you would like to give the audience?
So certainly,
Okay.
if you all want to reach out to me, you can look me up on psychologytoday.com. All you have to do is simply type in my name, Nitasha, Ligins. You can also check out my website, journeybeyondcounseling.net. That's journeybeyondcounseling.net, and find out more information about who I am as a therapist and the services that are provided. I hope that the information that you find will be of benefit for you.
Is there anything that you want to say, my good friend, to the audience? Just anything you want to say to give them a little nugget before you leave?
Stay together, stay prayerful, and have fun. Good times and the bad. You're there together to move through life, and remember that your family needs you, your community needs you, and your relationship is important. So, if you need help in any of those areas, whether you're dealing with something mentally, marriage, friendships, all of those things, then definitely reach out. To my wife. Something set up for you to help you along, in those areas. And like I mentioned before, yes, we are available for marriage conferences, workshops, those type of things. So feel free to contact us. We're also on social media as well. So we have Natasha Liggins and then Phil Liggins. So feel free to look us up.
Awesome. Once again, audience, I said I'm gonna put their information in the chat, so I want you to jump on it right away. Don't hesitate. You know you need help in your relationship. You know you got some issues you and your boo dealing with. Go ahead and get on this, because listen. They know what they doing. They ready to fix your situation now. You understand what I'm saying? So we really appreciate you, power couple, for being on the show. You two are amazing, and I listen. I send many blessings to y'all, and I declare that at the name of Jesus Christ, you're gonna be able to bless nations. You know what I'm saying? You and your kids. So I believe that to come to pass. I'm honored to have you, and So I just want to say, audience, let's get ready for our next segment. It's getting ready to go down. We're talking to the Nicole Fields next. So I hope you're ready to enjoy yourself. Thank you too. Let's go. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed that.
Yes,
I don't know about y'all, but
yes.
I certainly did.
That is
I certainly
awesome.
did. Yes.
Awesome interview.
Come on, just a
Awesome.
little more. Just a little more. Woo! Dog, I ain't gonna hold you up. Listen,
Awesome.
that touched my soul. You understand what I'm saying? When she
Yes,
started
yes.
talking about, how to deal with, because a lot of people don't want to talk about mental health issues, especially as men. We don't want to talk about it. That's because we like. I kept it real with you. I told you my truth. Hey, I didn't cry. You know what I'm saying? When I see a little tear come down, like, I suck it back up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was told not to do this. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. Be strong. And I thought that a man was supposed to be tough all the time. No tears. But I learned that the strongest men are the men that cry. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? That's the ones that feel the emotion, that's not afraid to. I'm not saying being a crybaby, But I'm saying there's a certain time. The Bible says there's a time for everything. There's a time to mourn. There's a time to laugh. There's a time for war. It goes on and on and on. So if God says there's a time, then who am I to say I should just be all stone cold Steve Austin and don't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just thankful for them. Give them a hand clap one more time because they did such a great job, y'all.
You did awesome.
Oops, I didn't turn that off.
Absolutely. And Rob, you got to realize too that
Disco music. Sorry.
one of the shortest scriptures in the Bible is Jesus wept.
Yes.
He wept.
Jesus
When Lazarus. But thank God for him for doing that. So Jesus wept. So that's the word from the master. So.
He was a great example. So if Jesus can simply
He
cry and
got
he
it
allow himself to
all,
feel
everything.
the emotions, who am I? Who
Absolutely.
am I not to go ahead and shed a couple of tears for my brother, my sister? Because I'm showing compassion that I love you and I appreciate you. Just in case y'all watching this, I want you to be trying to hold me to a time schedule because I know that's what you're thinking. Like, right, this kind of long. No. I don't care what you're talking about. It's my show. I want the information out there. I want people to get what they're going to get. All right? And bada bing, bada boom.
Absolutely.
So in saying that, y'all, we got an amazing two individuals that's getting ready to come up right now. Like, y'all heard me brag on them and everything else, and I know I'm probably doing a little too much. But so what? I don't care.
It's the
That's
truth.
my friends, and they are the truth. And they paving the way. They doing their thing in this gospel rap industry. I mean, they're paving a way. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of Detroit individuals that probably need guidance or whatever the situation may be. These two individuals, mark my words, mark them right now. They're gonna be very rich and successful. I proclaim that in the name of Jesus Christ, but I'm sure they heard it before. But they're going to be successful. They're already rich in spirit. But I see God taking them to levels their eyes have never seen. Come on, Holy Ghost. Ears ain't heard. You know what I'm saying? The things which the Lord's prepared for who? Them that love Him. God's getting ready to do some things for them, y'all. So I want you to listen close. Listen what they're going to tell you, because it's knowledge, it's wisdom. They might be young, but they got some old souls. You know what I'm saying? They've been around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to talk too much. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you look at Kimberly, you'll be laughing at me. The one, the only, Kelvin Cofield and Kimberly Cofield. Make some noise for the Cofields.
Oh yeah.
Make some noise for a little bitty baby Cofield in the backyard. A little bitty baby here. Gaga, I see you. Woo, she's beautiful.
Right. That's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh man, we so honored to have y'all on the show. How y'all feeling, Cofields?
Praise God.
I'm blessed. We're blessed. Just a little tired, was in mom mode earlier. She's 2 months now, so adjusting, with the flow.
Yeah, I know you're Jill of all trades.
All is well, man. Just take it day at a time, step at a time. That's all you can do.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Well, saying that, we don't want to waste y'all time and stuff like that, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. We're going to go to move forward. We know, for those who don't know, I just said it before, that you guys are pioneers. You're doing your thing. Because a lot of times you don't see a husband and wife couple coming together in the same arena and using their gift, not just anywhere, but they give to glorify the Master. Who? I know that's what y'all saying. Jesus Christ, who is the Lord and Savior, the first and the last. Let's be clear about that.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys are doing that, and it's powerful. It's amazing. So this is what we're going to do, because a lot of the audience don't know who you is. Those who going to see the show before, those who might see it an hour later or 2 days later. Tell the world who you are and what you do.
We are the Cofields. Again, like he said, I'm Kimberly Rice Cofield. This is my husband, Calvin Cofield. And we are Christian hip-hop artists, CHA artists. And we've been doing this together as a couple since we got married. But we were actually rapping together before we were married. Our first single was released back in 2014. It's called Let's Move. And then our banger is called I'm Straight. We were traveling around performing I'm Straight at a lot of different venues in state and out of state. And yeah, to God be the glory. We love to worship God and to praise His name and to rap and to sing and to glorify Him.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. My question to y'all is so what made you guys start this? Like, what, did you just wake up one day, bing, Oh, I'm going to be a rapper. I'm going to be a singer. What just happened?
No, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, us both, we've been inspired since we was younger. We was making music even when we were young, even before being saved. But got
Okay.
saved, and God wanted us to use the gift for Him. I actually put it down myself, and He told me to pick
Mm.
it back up and to glorify Him using. And when we met each other, he was already into music, but when we got together, like my wife said, had to make less moves. And at the time, me myself was scared because I had insecurities, I had doubts, I had fear, I had all kinds of stuff inside of me off the music and about what God wanted to do with it, what He could do with it. And I remember he said, "Put out let move." He gave the lyrics, the inspiration behind, the vision behind it, and then we put it out. And I one of a couple questions I had first to God. I'm like, who would want to listen to the music? And how will we get shows? And how would it had all this stuff? But he said, put it out. And yet it was
Right.
obedient. And it just took off from there. It's like once we did one show, somebody called. The next thing you know, after doing that, two people from that show was like, oh, we got an event that we want to book y'all for. And the next thing you know, after doing events like that, you start calling. And then the next thing you know, it just went one from another. So, man, we just thank God for just being obedient and actually putting it out.
Yep. Thank you for that.
That's that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Is there something you want to say, Denise? That's,
I just I've met you both, of course, and such a blessing. And like I did know you guys before you got married too. I had an
Yeah.
opportunity to meet you, Kimberly. With James, the famous Mr. James Torrance the third. He's the one that always get us in the radio and always give us an opportunity. And I also met brother Akofa also on the show, too. And they have,
Yeah.
and they so real, you know what I mean? It's nothing phony about it at all, period, and I can see why God would get him into that hip hop, era, because I love hip hop myself, but it's got to be a meaning for me. The words has got
Yeah.
to be important. You know what I'm saying? Don't be
Yeah.
calling me out my
Yeah.
name, you know what I'm saying? I mean, all this and all that, because, of course,
Yeah.
we had the halftime show yesterday with the Super Bowl. I know we probably all watching, of course, but some things in that, I was all right, you know what I'm saying? But I still wanna the one thing I thought that gave God the glory was Eminem when he gave a knee, you know what I'm saying? As he was actually praising God. So, but everybody had their own little thing. But for me personally, if you're gonna rap about something that's gonna mean something,
Yeah.
because the
Sure.
music is different. It's got to give God the praise. It's got to give some kind of message. You know what I mean? Don't just be
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like that's just like somebody just speaking in tongues all the time and you don't get an
Yeah.
interpretation. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that's really important to me as a message. So my hands, my heart, I'm just so, especially this Valentine's Day with you guys, the love story that you all have, you know what I mean? It's such a blessing, you know what I mean? Kimberly is always, bubbly and down to earth, and
Kevin all
that brother,
cool,
yeah,
what?
laid back, cool,
Smooth,
but
brother.
still cool. But the spirit of God always exuberates. So as for me, as far as a couple, that you
Right.
have to have a balance. My question is, how do you just balance that as because first of all, I know because I'm trying other couple just passed the love you have for each other, but to balance
Yeah.
the different kind of personalities. You know,
Okay.
can
I,
Okay.
you
I,
explain? You understand what I'm saying to
I
you? The kind of balance it because they say that opposites attract, but then opposites don't stay together. You guys not really opposite because but he's just so cool and laid back, and you always
yeah.
real bubbly. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say?
before you answer that,
I would
Kelvin,
say
Hmm.
before you
I would say
before you answer
I
that,
would like
I want to throw
uh
this on there too. I know you getting ready. I'm gonna
yeah.
cut you off real quick. So
No,
I'm
you're good.
because I know because of time, I want to throw two questions on that. So she just said, how do you balance, being opposite and different? And I'm gonna say, now you can answer this after the fact. How do you balance being different and a couple within the music industry? Boom. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I would say just to start it off, everybody's situation is different. Every single person in this world is different. Everybody got their own fingerprints. They got their own eye, pupils, and everything. Everything is different about each and every single person. So each and every relationship is going to be different. You got to handle it the way that God tells you. And like for us, He tells us to dwell with our wives with wisdom. So you got to know who you're with. And then it's like even sometimes when you don't understand like what's going on, you can go to the Father and ask Him like, I need your wisdom. I need you to lead me and guide me. So you have to be
Absolutely.
led by the Holy Spirit in everything that you do. Like, because if you don't, you easily, things could not work. Things could go wrong. Things could go south. It could be real jacked up because you're not listening. And then,
Right.
even within music industry, like, not even the industry, just with the music period, everything God inspired. So even when we may not, we may have like a little disagreement about something. Like even in music, like, no, I think this should go here. No, I don't like that. I think this should go here. We pray about it. God will give exactly what He wants, and that's what reigns over even the both of us. So it's like, and what I love about it is that we both allow each other to create our own sound. Like it's not like I dictate what's going on, she dictates what's going on. It's like it's a collaborative thing, and we both come in to bring out this product. So
Yep, and to
A-
add to that,
mhm.
I love what the previous couple talked about when you talk about what goes into marriage, and they talked about laughter. So while you might have mentioned like, yeah, Calvin is laid back, he'll be bubbly, you know what I mean? But behind the scenes, Calvin is hilarious, and he has
Yeah,
like a
he
life. And
is.
I know, like I just said, they go back to Element, so you've probably seen it. When you're really
Oh
close to
yeah,
Calvin, like he is a whole, like, you see a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And the baby
yeah,
gets to see it, and so I'm just watching it blossom and unfold because I could have taken him super serious. He was super serious when I first met him. He was strictly about Jesus. Like he just
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
testifying
yeah.
to me as soon as I met him. And when
Yes.
I
Calvin.
told
Yes.
him I loved him, I wasn't
Um,
married. He seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. I was like, okay, you know. But yeah, we had a balance. Like the last couple said, there was communication and there was laughter. So he keeps me laughing. He's very silly. And then as much as we are different, but at the same time, there are a lot of similarities. So
Hmm.
that's one thing that we were prophesied to about a few years ago by the late Lady Martin. And she talked about how we went out and did our ministry, that our marriage was going to inspire a lot of people. And as soon as she said that prophecy and we started traveling, we saw it. And I'm talking about from everyday artists to like big name artists, and they all acknowledged and they said, man, I wish that my husband or my wife could do this with me, to see you all walking together and on one accord and doing this ministry together. It touches a lot of people because we're doing the same thing. We're ministering side by side. So that too is a blessing to be different, but at the same time to have so much in common. We do
beautiful.
music together,
Absolutely.
we do
Because
Yeah,
film
you
together. God
basically,
is
when you
inspired.
meet each other like Calvin, he loved the Lord all his heart and all his soul. And the same thing for
Yes.
you. You know what I mean? So I'm just so proud of you guys. Congratulations again with the
yes,
baby. Oh my
yes.
gosh. And I know because I didn't have my first baby with my husband so I was actually 35. So
Me
I know
too.
that's what I'm saying. So, because I
All
know I
right.
came to your 30th birthday party, even though you look 25, you know what I'm saying? But I say,
I look,
but that's a blessing for people to wait on God, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever think that you
hey,
weren't going to have
That's
children?
good. That's
Did you
good,
think
y'all.
about that?
yeah.
That
That's
maybe you
good.
thought because you was a little bit older?
So let me say this too, y'all. Because I know we're a little pressed for time and stuff like that, I don't want to be the Russia and then like that. But ooh, I'm loving this.
There
This
you
is
go.
juicy. Ooh, this is juicy, y'all. Somebody said amazing. Look at my wife. Amazing advice.
amazing.
Look at her. She eating it up. That's right, girl. You better get them nuggets. That's my
Amen.
boo. That's my boo thing. Yeah, I'm tooking, ladies. I'm tooking. I got a beautiful wife. That's right. I'm happy. But anyways, so let's move to the next little thing I want to talk about. So we know you guys been in the music industry. You've been doing your thing. You've met a lot of individuals, a lot of famous individuals, and you're still going. You're still going strong. Even with the baby, you're still moving strong.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
let's talk about this next video that we want to show your audience because I want them to see the Cole Fields in action. You know what I'm saying? I want them to see. Tell us about this video and how did this transpire?
Oh, which one is it?
This is I'm straight. Uh,
Oh, I'm
uh,
straight.
I'm straight.
Basically, I'm straight. It was a declaration because I remember writing this, and this was before we was married. I remember when I was writing this, I envisioned myself speaking to the world about my verse. And when I was writing it, I just pictured myself being on stages, talking to the world, talking to the world, talking to the world. And I remember getting the lyrics and everything, and I'm like, man, this is powerful. So looking at it, I'm straight is actually a declaration saying we're straight on the things of the world. we're actually straight on sin. We're straight on all these different things that's going on in the world right now. But we really just want God. Like if it's not about God and God is not in it, I'm straight on it, period. And this was the thing. I remember we first one of the times we went to Atlanta, and it's like a lot of homosexuality, a lot of stuff going on in Atlanta, right? When we got on stage, it was a lot of homosexuals in the crowd. We didn't even notice that time,
Right.
But get up there, I'm straight is actually another meaning, like
Yeah.
I'm straight. I like women, and my wife like I like men. I'm straight. So this is one of the times that the crowd, they son was rocking, like going nuts.
It was
I mean, we
going.
just standing there, sitting there like just straight still, and then afterwards, like God, like it dawned on us, and God gave the revelation. It was like, yeah, you guys ministered before homosexuals, like to be straight, you know what I'm saying? Like to really turn your life over to Jesus and really do this thing
Yes, Lord.
for God. Right? So
That's beautiful, and I'm glad you touched on that, Kelvin. Real quick, and then we're gonna display the video. I love the fact that you're not afraid to display the gospel of Jesus Christ, because the Bible says clear as day. If you'll be ashamed of me and not speak my word, I'm not gonna say nothing about you. I'm gonna be ashamed of you. So Christians, if you're watching this, stop being afraid to open up your mouth. Talk about the gospel. Talk about Jesus. Don't care about the consequence. Who cares? If God is with me, what the word say? Who can be against me?
Absolutely.
He is my fortress. Remember, I said that earlier. He's my strong tower. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to show you guys a couple that is not afraid of putting on the gospel and not afraid of saying it in neighborhoods where individuals might look at them funny. But do you be surprised? Those be the same ones who lay down in life and give their life to Christ. So in saying that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you. I feel like Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? You know how Steve Harvey be. I'll tell you. But anyways, I want to present to you guys this amazing video. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. Go on the refrigerator, run. Go get that Kool-Aid. Go on the refrigerator. Yeah, tell your brother Junebug to go pop that popcorn right now, and get ready for this amazing video that's getting ready to touch your soul. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you I'm Straight by Kimberly and Kelvin, or Kelvin and Kimberly Cofield. Boom. Alright, I'm clapping my natural hands right now. There we go. Alright, here we go. Oh, I'm excited. Alright, let's cover up the whole screen. Yeah. Let's take this out of here. And here we go.
For me, you ain't gotta hunt, cause everybody see me on one with the public. Got me singing too late like One Republic. Look at here, I ain't tryna be no hero. May not be 100, but I'm definitely not a zero. They say it make a difference and I didn't even know. I hope to let you know that I ain't do it for the show. Looking at my actions, it'll tell you about my heart. The things I've been doing from the start. Overcoming doubt, procrastination, hesitation. Focusing on Christ, who's my daily meditation. Kimberly Michelle, Proverbs 31 lady. Virtuous, prosperous, the way he made me. Ask me how I'm doing, I would tell you I'm great. Blessed by Christ, better yet, I'm straight.
I'm riding, I'm flying, you know I stay coasting. Only way I roll is on that 3-wheel motion. Talking the Father, the Spirit, the Son. It don't matter where you from. Tell them, homie, I'm straight. 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 I'm in the Whitler, got trendsetter, you know me. fully directed, I'm trailblazing, he told me. Go change the game, blow the horns, and light the flame, make me known, and make it plain even if they don't wanna know me. Game over, no switching, no changeover. I'm riding off with my father in the hoopty, a Range Rover. It don't matter now what they talking it, but I walk in the word of God, so they put me up in the coffin. Yeah, looking at me like I'm two-tone. No holding my faith down because my roof gone up in my zones. People are lukewarm, some people wanna stay still, now I move on. God too strong, got my mind too blown. Not going hard in the paint, will send you home. Get it straight, I don't do this for y'all. Man, I glorify the King, baby, I do this for God. I'm riding, I'm flying, you know I stay coasting. Only way I roll is on that three-wheel motion. Talking the Father, the Spirit, the Son. It don't matter where you from. Tell them, homie, I'm straight. 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 I'm riding, I'm flying, you know I stay coasting. Only way I roll is on that three-wheel motion. Talking the Father, the Spirit, the Son. It don't matter where you from. Tell them, homie, I'm straight. Tell them, homie, I'm straight. Tell them, homie, I'm straight. I'm in the Willa, got you if you know. Trendset if you know me. Ride, fly, coasting, three-wheel motion. Father, Spirit, Son. It don't matter where you from. Tell them, homie, I'm three-wheel motion. Father, Spirit, Son. Three-wheel motion. Father, Spirit, Son.
Trey. Hey.
Woo! I'm straight. Tell the homie I'm straight. What you know, I'm straight. Yeah. Ooh. Hey, if you ain't straight by now, you better get straight. Did you hear that joint right there? I'm talking about bad, baby. I'm straight. I felt the fire over here. I got my little headphones on and everything else. Them boys was rocking. I'm like, oh my God. Look at the bass in here. I'm straight. Oh my God, y'all. Hey, that was hot. That's right, baby. My baby said, this is hot. I love gospel rap. Yes, y'all killed it. That's right. That's right. They killed it, girl. Oh, I'm sorry, Denise. They killed it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm straight. It's still your spirit, like Willie Moore said. I feel that in my shana na and
Sha-na-na.
on the left side. But it's
Willie
got
Moore
a.
do
I mean,
that
it's still,
song.
how you love something. You can still after you heard it, you still it's still in your spirit. You know.
So tell me this, y'all. Tell me this, right? I need to know this. I need to know this. I needed this song. I need it right now. You know what I'm saying? I need it right now. Tell me this and tell my viewers. Where can we get this product? Where can we get this song? We want to support. We want to put the shine on it. We want to blow it up. What can we do?
Everywhere. It's on all digital outlets. You can get it on iTunes and Spotify or Apple Music. It's everywhere. All digital outlets. Yeah. So just click on the links. You can just search it. I'm straight. But it's our full name, Kimberly Rice Cofield, Calvin Cofield, and you can find it or you can stream it. YouTube has video, it's everywhere. And if you want to also visit us, like you can go to our website at cofields.com. That's www.cofields.com. Like us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. We're everywhere.
Okay.
Cofields.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, audience. We're going to get them to put their information in my private chat right there. And they're going to put the information in. And when they put it in, I'm going to share it with all of y'all because I want you to have this. Y'all got to be bumping this in your Cadillacs. Y'all got to be bumping this in your Mercedes-Benz. Y'all got to be bumping this in your Escorts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be bumping this in your Cavaliers. Y'all got to be bumping this on your bicycle. I don't care where you bump, but just bump this thing. You know what I'm saying? You want this because it's the truth. I'm straight, and I definitely, listen, after we get off this show, I'm going to bump it some more. I'm straight. My kids be like, Daddy, can I have some of your candy? I'm straight. I'm straight. Daddy, we going outside right now? I know it's super cold. I'm straight. Yeah, okay. Here we go, y'all. I'm getting ready to say this. Oh, yeah. Give me a second.
Yep,
Audience.
still sending everything.
Oh yeah,
Everything
sit.
is the Cofields.
Copy it.
Cofields. The
Look, y'all.
Cofields.
Y'all be in the
And
chat right now. You in the chat. Chat. I'm sending this right now. Pick it up. Don't wait. Boom. Just sent that. I also sent the information concerning the mental health information that was necessary. I put that in the chat too, just in case you didn't recognize it. I'm gonna do it again. Here go that Facebook page. I'm about to put that in there right now. So,
much
huh.
appreciated, brother.
No, it's what we do. We fam. Gotta look out. Gotta make sure y'all straight. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the world see that. you know. Let me see. Well, okay, IG. There we go. IG, y'all. If you just put Facebook in there, I better see some likes. I want to see some likes right now. Everybody put in the chat, I'm straight. Put in the chat, I'm
Yeah,
straight.
the cool part about the website is that it has like all of our music videos on there, all of our songs and everything, links to the songs and stuff like that as well. So our website, www.thecofields.com, is a one-stop shop for everything.
Okay. So real
Check
quick,
it out.
you're like my wife. My wife, man, I love her. She is such a supporter. You straight, baby. You sure is.
Okay, girl.
But here's what we want to do. Now, I need some inspiration from you guys before we move into our next segment. Let's talk to a younger Kelvin, a younger Kimberly that's out there trying to get their music out there. They're trying to develop this relationship thing and do it at the same time. What advice could you give to them? Because they sitting, they watching, and they ready to get this. They got their notepad and they writing the stuff down. What advice can you give them?
Well, I would say, first of all, pray and let God use you. Don't ever think that any song that you have is like not good enough. I met a lot of artists who were just starting out, like, oh, I'm just singing this little song, or like, this ain't nothing. I don't care if you were playing a couple notes on the piano or whatever it is, but I would say to take that song and put your all into it and produce that thing. And then whenever you feel like you're ready, copyright your music, do all the legal things that are pertaining to that song, and then you can distribute it. One
Mm,
way to distribute it is by going through TuneCore, and you can just put it on all digital outlets that way. But I would just basically say, trust. If God is giving you this song, there's a reason behind it. It might be for the brother next door or your homie of the block, or years later, that one song can inspire so many people. So if He's giving it to you, it's for a purpose. So don't just
mm.
throw it away. Produce it and distribute it. Calvin.
Well said.
Absolutely.
Well said. Well
Absolutely.
said.
Exactly. Just to
Absolutely.
Go ahead,
keep
Kelvin.
going on with my like. I mean, like you said, if God give you something, it's for a purpose, for a reason. And like, don't disregard it. Like you said in the word, like despise small beginnings. It's like what you think is so small actually can reach and touch the world. Like Jesus used 12 people, and they actually went across the world with 12. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm,
like small. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what you think is really small, really is really, really major. So sometimes it's the small little things that we think is so small, so little and insignificant, but it's like, no, everything has a purpose and everything has a place. And don't just think that one is one opportunity that I'm looking for, or one this or one that. Like, no, it's a conglomerate of different things put together. So it's like you need to do A to get to B, get to C, to get to
mm.
D, all the way up to Z. So it's like take your time and do exactly what God tell you to do, step by step. So it's like don't cheat the process, because if it's like school, like how you think you're gonna go to you at the first grade level, talk about I'm ready to go to 10th grade right now. Like, no, you haven't learned 9, 8, 7, and so forth and so on. It's like you don't have none of
Right.
that curriculum, none of that knowledge to even get that place where you're trying to get to. So like
Teach,
you need
brother.
to take it step by step and graduate, and learn the things you need to learn at the level that you're at. And don't never look at like and don't compare yourself to people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's like that comparing yourself to people will actually kill your drive and kill your spirit and make you look at yourself as nothing.
Well
Like,
said.
man, they doing this, they doing that, man. I ain't, and I'm just doing no, 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 because it was the same. I'm speaking from experience because I was scared and had insecurities and fears. But when I did
Right.
exactly what God told me to do and released the song and and did it, I see Him do the very work that He said He was going to do. And it's
Right.
like faith without works is dead. So you
Mm.
have to put the
Teach,
work
brother.
in. So it's
Right.
like Yeah, you got to put the work in. And the last thing, if we wouldn't have put out "Let's Move," the very first song together, we wouldn't we wouldn't have made "I'm Straight." We wouldn't
Right.
have we wouldn't have been on TCTs and the Impact Networks and meeting the so-called and going these different places. Like you can't like disregard the very small thing, the very first thing God tell you to do. Because if you don't start the thing, you'll never get to finish.
So your blessing is on the other side of your obedience. So do the
Listen,
work.
listen, 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 y'all. Listen, clap your hands for that. I mean, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Amazing. Listen, y'all better take heed to these individuals. They're not just talking about something they putting out there. They know because they've been on stage with some of the great individuals. Just to name a couple, if they don't mind, Tamala Mann and Canton Jones and more. They've been there. They've done this. You know what I'm saying? God is still blessing them, and is this just the beginning? So let's quickly move on to this next particular segment, ladies and gentlemen. This segment is entitled "Did You Know?" Did you know about my sister, my homegirl? And before I even say that, y'all, it's a long show. I don't care what you're talking about. What you don't like it. I'm sorry. Can't help you. You better break it down to segments then and watch a different segment. You know what I'm saying? But it's a long show. But anyways, did you know? What it does is it tells you about what's going on in this neighborhood. It tells you about what's going on in this state. It tells you about things that happened in the past. And it tells you about things that's going to happen in the future that you probably just didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise Ogwa.
Hey, everybody again. We black. I mean, we back now. Listen, guys. Kelly, tell your mama to pick you up at the bus stop because I'm getting ready to take you to school. Let's talk about Black History Month. We're going to talk about Henry Box Brown. Do y'all remember Henry Box Brown? Henry Box Brown, I'm telling you, he was a slave. I'm telling you. Here's a little bit right there on there. But you know what? I'm gonna make it short, but it's such a blessed story. But I'm telling you, he was a slave back in 1849. I'm sorry. And what happened was he was on the, I believe it was Louisiana, and he was working. He's working tobacco company too. You know, he was a great man. You know, he used to work on the tobacco field. His wife and his three children, they both were slaves also. So what he used to do is that they had different masters. Okay, so what he used to do, he used to pay the master money to keep his wife and his children from being sold. Pay him money every week when he got paid. He was a hard-working man. But the master, he didn't keep himself his truth. He didn't keep his word. He wind up selling his wife and his children after he had been paying the man all the time. And I'm
Wow.
telling you, that broke his heart, you know. But you know, he was determined that he wasn't going to be no slave no more. So what he did, he had a friend that was a shoemaker and another friend. They was both free. They was blacks, but they were free slaves. And what they did, what he wanted them to help him with, is to sit him in a box. That's what they call him, Henry Box Brown. So he put himself in a box. He put like three little holes in the box so he was able to breathe. And he had like a little bit of water in there. So he stamped it because that box was going to Philadelphia. I'm telling you, what was the blessing of it was, is that he got all tossed and turned. They went all because he's gone. It took 27 hours to get to Philadelphia, right? So it was going to some Quakers. They was like, so the white God to use everybody, you know. Even the white folks, they was, you know, the Quakers, you know, God was, you know, in them, you know, and they wanted to be able to help the people come over. So Henry Box Brown shipped himself in this box. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
Oh my
again.
God, he was tossed and turned. He said he almost had a concussion in his head because they flipped him over because the box said handle with care. But you know that wasn't gonna be like that. So this box was flipped back and forth, back and forth. He said he felt like he had a broken neck at one time, but God kept it. And he got to another part where they flipped him back right side up, okay? And I'm telling you, he got to Philadelphia. When he got there, they opened up the box and he gave
And
him
he
the
was a,
word. Oh my goodness. He was
all
telling
right.
me, he said, look what the Lord has done, you know? So
Amen.
they brought him there. It was such a blessing. But he never did go back to get his wife and his three children, you know.
Oh
but
no.
because they wanted him to get back, because they wanted to know he's the only person that ever did this. Nobody else could do that because they already knew what would happen. Everybody
Right.
was in shipping themselves to freedom.
Right.
So he decided not to do that. He decided not to go back home. Anyway, he still was blessed with another wife with some children. He started doing a musician act. That's what he used to do once he got to America. He did it in England and Canada. So his trade was a musician. So he was showing them how he actually did what he did. So that's a little history on Henry Box Brown. Okay. So you get a chance, look him up and they'll tell you the whole history of it. I don't want to tell you so much long, but his name is Henry Box Brown, and learn about his story. Isn't that something? It's amazing what you do, because he was so discouraged, but he didn't stay there. So that's us too. You know what I'm saying? We get discouraged. He's like, oh, well, they done sold my wife, they done sold my kids, or more like almost like Job did. But God still
Yeah.
blessed him, and he kept on, which is a still blessing. So that's the story of Henry Box Brown. But that's our Black History moment
That
for the
was
day.
beautiful, Denise.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Yes. Henry Box Brown. Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Also, guys, what's happening in the community, again, too, as we always say, if you ever need any help, everybody needs some help sometime. Of course, you could call the 211, of course. And, if you need help, for your electric and gas, they put the electric and gas together now in
Right.
one bill. Now, used to be
Right.
if your lights was off, you know what I'm saying? You can have some heat, because you got some gas still. Now they turn it both off. And then you
Right.
don't even have to go. You don't even have to go to the place. They turn your stuff off while you at home.
So you said
You just have
two
the
one
man to
one.
come and turn it off.
You said 211.
Yeah, 211. Yes, that's
Okay.
211. No, for the lecture, that's 211 if you need any kind of help, okay? But 1-800-477-477, that's DTE. Call them. They have plenty of money to help. They have all kind of different programs too that are able to help you. Also, this is really quick. Genesis House 3. Okay, it's on the Boulevard. I think you have that. Anyway, it's at 626 East Grand Boulevard, and you can get help, and they help women and children, men and women. They have addictions. They have all kind of programs for you there. That's called Genesee House 3. Genesee House 123 on the Boulevard. I'm gonna give you that phone number too, Rod. Okay, you can put this in the chat too. The phone number for help for Genesis House 3 is area code 313-883-5614. That's 313-883-5614. So you can always get some help in the community, okay? Always some help. As every week we'll have other tips for you where you'll be able to get some groceries and food and different things you may need during this time, okay? But God is so good. He will supply every need that you have. You just have to trust him. He is no respecter of person. So just ask him. All right. So that's on
Amen.
Did You Know?
Did you know? Did you
Did
know?
you know?
Yeah.
Did you know? Did you know?
Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Did you
Yeah.
know? I hope y'all
Did you
enjoyed
know?
that segment right there. Very
Yes.
powerful, very good segment. Okay, now we're getting ready to move to our next segment. I told you already, this is only a long video. Don't be looking at me funny. Don't be like, man, he take forever. It's a good show, but it's long. It is
It's
long. It's just
such
like
a
back in the
blessed
day
show.
when the preachers be up there preaching and they be in there for about 4 hours. Oh, yeah. And they be tearing it up, but you be like, man, this service is kind of long. We
And
still
then
learning.
somebody say,
We
and then
still
somebody,
learning.
right. And then somebody say, take your time, Pastor.
Nah,
And
I
they
be
look at you
telling
like,
you, you
what
take
you
your
mean
time,
take
lie.
your time?
You guys stop lying at man. But anyways,
Take
ladies
your
and
time.
gentlemen, we moving into our next segment, which is our last segment.
Mm-hmm.
And they say save the best for last. Save the best for last. So I hope you're still tuning in and everything else. We're
Amen.
getting ready
Amen.
to introduce you to two amazing individuals who have their own business. Y'all, they've been doing it for quite some time, and they just keep going and they keep pushing, and they never stop. I mean, they never stop, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get their. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I want to present to you Victor and Alicia Walker. They are the owners of The Official Brands, y'all. I mean, make some noise for that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, make some noise. Let's get ready to enjoy their segment on entrepreneurship. Once again, we're talking about power couples, y'all. Power couples. Here we go. Let's take this for a spin. Yeah. What up, y'all? What up? Welcome back to the Rock with Rod show, y'all. I hope y'all enjoying it so far, man. I hope y'all enjoying it so far. Well, guess what, y'all? I got two amazing special guests. I mean, they the bomb, y'all. They the bomb. You hear me? I've been knowing for quite some time. And I've been inspired. I ain't gonna hold you up about this young lady and about this brother, man. Let me tell you about this lady, man. She's driven. She's a teacher. She's about her business. It seems like she just don't quit. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the devil try to throw at her, no matter what kind of storms might come her way, she keep going. She keep going. She put her family first. She put God first, y'all. This lady is amazing. You hear me? And I ain't just making this up. I know when y'all see these comments, you're gonna see people, showing some love and everything else because they know this lady and they know this man, y'all. Before I even say her name, let me say her husband name. This guy is amazing, y'all. Hey, he the bomb, man. Hey, listen. I'm a brother, and I'm one of the real ones. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just any kind. I'm a real one. And this guy right here, I ain't got nothing but respect for. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ever seen like a leader, and you be like, man, that that man right there, he a leader. He a leader. He stands out among the rest. You know what I'm saying? Head above shoulders. This guy is the truth, y'all. And this is our All in Your Business segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really ain't gotta introduce them because they don't need no introduction. They don't. I mean, it's the truth. They're gonna be rich one day, y'all. I'm just trying to hang on to that coattail. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Victor and Alicia Walker, y'all. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise. Oh no, y'all can do better than that. I said the Walkers, y'all. Come on. Woo! Yeah, boy. Like Flavor Flav say. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling, alright?
Hey, how you doing?
What's good, man? You all
Good.
right?
Good. Y'all looking so smooth, just chilling on the couch, all laid
I
back and just
appreciate it,
chill.
man. I
Thank
mean, she always look like this. I'm just, here. I'm just here to be
Uh,
here.
really.
Look at him. Look all smooth, boy. Look at all. He got all types of game, man. Look at this. So this is our Valentine segment, y'all, where we specialize in giving shout outs to power couples. To me, y'all are a power couple, man. Y'all have always been a power couple. Y'all hit the flow running when y'all got married, man. And I'm honored to have both of y'all on the show in this particular
Appreciate
segment.
it, bro.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
happy to
you.
be here.
Thanks for the
Definitely.
invite.
Yeah, anytime. Well, I ain't gonna waste no time because I see the comments popping up and everything else, and these people want to know what's up. So,
Right.
you guys, you guys are amazing, and you're in the entrepreneur segment, and this segment is entitled "All in Your Business." So let's talk about the business. If you
Okay. Let's do it.
don't mind, start this business. How long ago
So you
was
want
it
to know
when
like,
you?
when we first
Okay, yeah,
started?
yeah. Break it down for me, big dog.
Well, to be honest, man, this is something that we had been working on for a little while, but we decided to, become, a little bit more in tune and get completely involved in the legal aspects of it, by actually following the, corporate papers and, filing for the IRS EIN number and, pretty much just getting everything fully established, like early 2019. But we've been operating this business since like early 2018, but for the most part,
Okay.
we actually fully started around 2019.
So,
Yes, we had a vision.
okay. Go ahead. You
Oh,
had a
you
vision.
know, my husband and I had a vision, and we took that vision and we made it manifest.
Okay, so I'm talking y'all hear that out there. They made it manifest. They sit and wait for somebody to give them a handout. Y'all said that
That's
y'all
right.
made it happen. You know what I'm saying? This is
That's right.
not a
Faith
lazy.
without works is dead, bro.
Faith without works is dead. And bro, a lot
Dead,
of people
dead.
need to hear that, man. A lot of people
Absolutely.
they sitting there on their hands and like, oh Lord, I need you to bless me, God. You know what I'm saying? They got these ideas in their head, but they just still got their hands out like, Lord, and God said, I gave you that gift. I gave it
Exactly.
to you.
James 2:20 to 20:2. Don't quote me on it, but I know it's in James.
Go ahead, dog.
It basically tells you straight off the top, what I'm saying? Faith without works is dead. And what that pretty much means is, in my own personal opinion, faith is equivalent to confidence, right?
Right.
And you can have confidence in anything in the world, but if you don't put forth the necessary efforts
Yeah.
and even create the vision and move and strive toward it, using your physical abilities, you might as well just be throwing it up in the air and hoping to land, where it may. You got to make it happen.
And knowledge is
Dog.
so important. So you have to
Knowledge.
take that knowledge. that you gain, and you have to put it out there to manifest what you need to be
Yeah, you
manifest.
gotta
And if
apply
you
it.
don't do that, you're just sitting and waiting, for what?
Yeah.
When can I buy your book, man? When can I buy your book? That's all I want to know. I'm ready to sign up. You got a fan already. I'm ready to buy the book. So, quick question: what made you guys like? Was it just a dream? Was it a vision? What made you want to start this business? Did you have like a childhood situation like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that? What made it?
Well, I think Alicia and I both had, somewhat of a decent fashion sense. Like we always like, had a style of our own, and we want to, we like to express that. A lot of people don't consider their fashion as creative, artistic expression of their
Right,
personalities, and that's what it boils down to. And
right.
so I think that, just the fact that we like to express ourselves in general, just whatever we wear. We're firm believers in, the statement that, the clothes don't make the man or woman in that sense. Um, but rather, the person makes the clothes. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And
Mm-hmm.
so when you consider it from that perspective, that's what you lead with. And I
Mm.
think that some of the ideas and concepts that Alicia and I have, had over the years from a personal perspective, kind of just, filtered off into, what we decided that we wanted to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that when we finally decided we were going to start this business, we wanted to take our own personality, our own creativity, and just put it out there for people to see. And to be quite honest, I think during the pandemic, when
Okay.
it first
Okay.
started, like roughly around March 2020, that kind of like catapulted us into a different, I'm just going to say to a different level, because even though
Mm.
we were starting and moving toward it, we knew that it was going to be a point in time where we began to see that a lot of people weren't going to be out operating and moving like we normally would.
Mm.
And so we
Mm-hmm.
had to get a bit more creative with regards to e-commerce. We had to learn how to utilize the website to our advantage. And in doing that, we were able to communicate with more people because more people were at home. And so when we get online and when we get on our social media platforms and we, put some of our products out, we seek feedback. And when we got that
Mm.
feedback, it was kind of like it just became a cycle. And so what people wanted, we did our best to offer, and it just took off from there.
And one thing that we take pride in is our customers being happy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Um, you
Okay.
know, we never have a problem with, making things right.
Hmm.
And that's very important when you're in entrepreneurship and you're a business owner, because if your customers isn't happy, you can't be happy and your business
Mm.
won't grow.
Exactly.
So that's something that we take pride in. We like to listen to the feedback,
Okay.
the advice, and things of that nature. So, as one, we just try to do everything on a base of understanding what our vision is, and then we work with that.
Power couple. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all hear that? They listen, man. You buy something from that particular store, or whatever situation may be, and you unhappy. They'll take care of you.
Oh, we're gonna
They
make it
look
right.
out for you.
Always.
That, that's what I call entrepreneurs, man, because you guys are problem solvers. You see a situation, and if a customer is unsatisfied, you take care of it. Man, that's amazing, because a lot of entrepreneurs don't have that kind of quality. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that poise and everything else. Shouts out to y'all. But tell you what,
That's
let's do
right.
this. Let's get them products out there. Let's show people what it's all about, what it look like. So we're gonna go down the
Right.
list. Y'all can go ahead and break down, you know what I'm saying, what this product is and everything else. Some of it is self-explanatory, but I like when the entrepreneur talk about their product because they more excited. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's go on to it. Now this is Booyah, the official brand.
The
Oh
official
yeah,
brand.
yes
That's
sir. I
right.
like that. Go ahead.
So
I ain't gonna
so the
talk.
official so the official brands, and I guess as you flash things across the screen, we'll just kind of expound on it. But the official brands is the parent company of all of our other brands. And to be quite honest, we had Alicia and I have like 5 different clothing brands altogether.
Mm,
But instead of, we had like, again, we had to get more conscious and become a little bit more sufficient with what we did. So what we decided to do was combine all of our companies under one to make
mm,
sure that everything was categorized, and organized. So right now,
mm,
what you're looking at now is some of the products from our D Official brand, the D Official Letterman jacket. You're looking at the
mm,
D Official T-shirts, the D Official hoodies, and these are multiple. These are different aspects and different collections that we have on the D Official brands. That's one of the D Official hats. That's the original logo, and it signifies Old English D. Everybody knows that's synonymous
Mm-hmm.
with Detroit, representing Detroit Tigers, and that's where it stands from. When you see that Old English D, you already know what we representing. But to make it that much more profound, we officialized it by putting that official stamp on it. So when you
All
see that
right.
stamp, you know that that's what it's
Official.
coming from. It's official.
Yes.
And so these are just some of the brands, some of the different colors, some of the different styles. And people, when you get a chance, and I'm sure we'll get to the point where we offer our Instagram handles and everything, but you can go to our pages and see more products. These are just some of the ones that we have recently done, as well as some that have been in the past. That right there, you're looking at the new, the official Letterman jacket. It says victory or defeat because really that's what it is. Either you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. There's no in betweens when it's all when it all boils down.
Ooh,
That
my
right there
favorite.
is a big issue brands, Money Getters collection. We represent money in the city. That's what we do.
The
We
black
strive
dollar.
try to represent that black dollar. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it
Mm,
circulating, keep it within our culture, and making sure that we are the ones that benefit from it because we are the ones that generate and spend the most money
mm-hmm.
around the globe. And so it shouldn't be no reason that we shouldn't get some of that money back.
I love it.
That one there is another The Official Brands T-shirt. That's the all black one. I mean, all red with the black letters and the black reflective stamp. And again, the majority, the great majority of these garments that you see are handmade. I press those one by one because again, we want our customers to be completely happy, and I take great pride in producing those products because I feel like if it's done by my hands, when someone represents or someone asks and say, "Hey, where
Yes.
you get that from?" Whenever they tell them they got it from me and Alicia, I'll feel comfortable knowing that it was done correctly.
Mm, mm, mm.
And
Cause you
also,
go ahead.
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. And
No, no.
also, just to give you a little bit more insight on the official, we have our own signature wing at Golden Wings Hip Hop Cafe,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and
Oh, oh.
they're, they're chicken wings, and they're called the official Red Wings.
Right.
So
Okay.
those can we'll put the information in the chat. But those are chicken wings, and shout out to the owner Sanchez at Golden Wings Hip Hop Cafe.
Right.
We teamed up with him, and we have our own signature chicken wing. So with the official, we don't want to just keep it
With clothes.
based on clothes. We
Yeah,
want
it's a
to.
lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. The official, and everyone loves the D. So we're just trying to expand more and more.
Yeah, we want to definitely keep options open so that when people do come to Detroit or the people who already live here, they can get a taste of Detroit and everything that we have to offer. So even though we may be offering clothes and fashion in one aspect, we also are in the food and beverage industry. We also want to get off into arts and entertainment. We want
Okay.
to expound and express the D official brand and pretty much everything. Because like I said, it's not just a brand; it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Maybe a the official production company one day or something like that.
Talk about it. Talk about it. So we actually,
Yeah.
it's funny that you said that because we actually have the official media group, and that's
Okay.
something that we're expanding on, and we're going to be getting a little bit more involved in, in the coming months. So right now we have two artists under the official media group, and that
Okay.
incorporates, videos, music videos, recording artists. It also incorporates, our children's books. Alicia and I have been
Mm.
with five-time authors now. We write children's books, and Alicia actually has a book of her own that she collaborated with multiple women around the
Yes.
country, or actually around the world.
Around the
So
world,
yeah,
over 100 women.
absolutely.
It's called I'm Speaking,
Yeah,
and
Mm.
it's a really, really great inspirational piece.
and she actually
Okay.
has another book coming out herself. And well, we're not gonna release the title right now, but it's gonna be something that you look forward to. It's gonna be dope, and it's gonna be all about her and her ability to motivate and inspire other women through her own inspirations and motivations. Yeah.
I know you guys have a few children books out too. I got a chance to check out. It was I can't. It was it Ray Ray?
Yeah,
Was
the
it
Moral Adventures of King Ray Ray one. We have the Moral Adventures of King Ray Ray and Friends.
Okay.
We have Beware of Mr. No No. We have What Would Little Jesus Do, and we
Okay.
also have a new book coming out called Screenshots, and it's a digital awareness guide for children, basically teaching them the importance and the safety precautions of utilizing their digital devices in this age, and just being responsible with
Mm-hmm.
them, with regards to being safe when they're surfing online and not interacting with strangers, all the
Yes.
way down to not using them for the purposes of displaying themselves in an inappropriate manner, or displaying other individuals in compromising positions. Like,
Right.
a lot of these kids, they want to go to school and they want to record fights and stuff
Right.
like that. And we want our children to be responsible and grow into responsible adults. So we think if we start at a young age with them reading information like that, we can kind of make
Yes,
some type of
definitely.
impact. What I'm saying, with Alicia being a teacher and everything, we felt like it's like really our duty to
Yeah.
Yes,
assist and try to help these
to
Yeah.
help the
kids
school.
whenever we can.
So you two are basically, what y'all are. Y'all are game changers. You know what I'm saying? You're not just changing the way people wear clothes and what they wear and how they. So when you wear good clothes, you feel different. You know what I'm saying? They say
Absolutely.
when you look good, you
You
feel
feel
good.
better.
Feel
So
good.
Yes.
you're changing the way a person feels because they know they look good. Now you're
Mhm.
affecting a child's mentality because you're teaching them
Absolutely.
what not to do and how to do stuff. Because, but let's be honest, a lot of kids don't have great parents like you two. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So the books is something that's gonna help change their mindset little by little, and then you're affecting the food industry with chicken
Absolutely.
wings. And I gotta get up there and try me some of that the
Yeah,
official.
go do
Hey,
You
some.
know?
listen, they not. It's not just something we put out either. We made sure we took time, and we communicated with our partner Sanchez, who owns Golden Wings,
Okay.
and the recipe is over the
It's
top.
awesome.
I'm gonna be honest. We haven't had a complaint yet, and we
Okay.
are open to constructive criticism,
Okay.
anything that could make us better.
Better.
But we
Yes.
haven't heard anything in relation to um the food products that has been anything less than great, man. And
Delicious.
we're blessed. We're blessed. We're thankful.
Well, I'm going up there trying me some the official wings, dog, because I like chicken, so you got me sold right there as it is. Now you gonna
Okay.
put the D
So,
on it?
that's right.
Oh,
Got that
it's
snap,
going
baby.
down. And I challenge y'all out there, the viewers, to get you some the official wings too. Tell them
That's
again
right.
where is that? Where the place is?
So it's Golden Wings on Greenfield near
Okay,
Grand River, one four
okay,
six five five Greenfield. Hey, it's up. It's actually, we have two locations, but that is the primary one where the official Red Wings are mostly
okay,
sold. So that would be
Mhm.
probably the best place to go. But we're thinking about
okay.
expanding, and we look forward to it. But definitely get out there and check the wings out.
Yes, you'll
Again,
love them.
um, Golden
Well,
Wings Hip Hop Cafe, one
okay.
four six five five,
You know
Greenfield.
it's funny you said golden wings because my wife was just talking about golden wings and stuff like that. So now
Wow.
that I understand that the two connect, also rap.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
absolutely, bro.
So let's do this. Let's. I
Yeah.
want my. I'm sure the viewers want to know. Okay, they seen your clothes and a lot of them were impressed because hey, that hoodie right there, that's me. That's me.
Yeah.
That hoodie right
Yeah,
there,
no doubt.
that's my name on it. You know, that's what I want. That's me.
For
I wish
sure.
I could tap in there and tell my man to save that, but I ain't gonna do all that.
Hey,
So
we
my
we got you.
okay. I'm talking about. So tell them where can they want to know, and then what I want you to do too after you tell them. I know you're gonna give me the information, and I'm already have it previous in the chat and everything else. But tell them where can they go to get this nice, amazing clothes that you guys carry.
Okay, well, you can go to My Creative Brands, 18621
Okay.
McNichols, West McNichols in Detroit. You can also go to Detroit Grind Strong.
Okay.
That would be 28345 Gratiot Avenue in Roseville, Michigan. You can go to both of those places. You can also DM us in our inbox if you see something specific, because I do at times, and depending on what the scenario is, I will offer custom designs. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yes.
And so we have multiple different outlets for individuals to interact and purchase our items
And
for
we'll
sure.
mail them all to you.
ASAP.
Mm.
ASAP.
Make sure you get them.
Okay. All right. So, look, y'all, you ain't even gotta go out there and send that out to you. Tell me this ain't on point. You can
That's
get your
right.
chicken. You can
Hey,
get
I
your
deliver too.
clothes.
Hey, listen, I deliver too under the right circumstances. I have no problem with hustling, bro.
Yo, man, hey, listen, that man come out there and he look out for you. Hey, you better pay that man a little something extra. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to play him to the left. I'm gonna find out about it. When I find out about it, you messed up. You better take care of that man and that young lady over there. Man, that's amazing. It's amazing talking to this power couple because you're really motivating me, and I know you're motivating me. I know you're motivating people out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, wow, this power couple came together and they've done, you know what I'm saying, more in a year or two than an individual has done in a lifetime. And that's amazing. So here's the next question I want to ask you though. Since we got the information on where they can go, we understand what products you guys offer. Also, make sure you put them books on there too, because I want these kids, these parents to be able to give something to their children. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Sure.
change the mind. Also, let's do this. So let's say there's another Victor, another Alicia out there, and they started their own business and stuff like that. And they trying to figure out what might be the right steps, but it seem like they keep falling. They failing and they ready to give up. You know what I'm saying? They had a chicken dream, they had a clothes dream and everything else, and COVID and white knocked them down. What would be your advice to them, Alicia, Vic? What would
You
you
want to
say
start
to
off?
that person that's out there?
Well, first and foremost, I would say that teamwork make the dream work.
Hmm.
And it's very important that you and your significant other, your other half, you all stay connected and on the right path. Because the truth of the matter is this: two minds is always better than one. And if you want your significant other to win as much as they want you to win,
Hmm.
then you can't do anything but win. So I
Mm.
think that whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, work together as a team. You can't stray away from being a team. No one is over the other, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to make it work.
Mm.
So that
Mm.
is
Mm.
so important, especially when you're dealing with your spouse or your other half or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever the case may be. You know, when my husband come to me with ideas, or I'll come to him with ideas, we always support each other.
Okay.
He'll say, babe, that sounds good, or okay, well, we should do it like that. Never be afraid to give your opinion and tell the other how you feel.
Mm.
You know,
Mm. Mm.
and
Mm.
one thing that I admire about my husband is that he's not one of those um type of men that don't take what I say serious. He cares
Okay.
about how I feel. He cares about what I think, and he listens to me as well as I listen to him.
Mm.
If
Mm.
that
Mm.
makes sense. So
These are nuggets. I'm
when
listening.
we
Go ahead.
communicate, when we communicate as far as our life, business, our kids, and things like that, we're always able to come to a common ground because we're on the same team. We
Mm-hmm.
know we're on the same team, and we both want to win. So my advice is to stay connected, stay on the same team, and remember that teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm.
That's,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
I'm gonna be honest. To piggyback off of that, I mean, I don't think I could say any more than what she said in relation to teamwork. But I do want to say this. Whether it is a relationship between a woman and a man and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, just two business partners, brother, sister, whatever it may be. That's really what it is. Communication is the key. And a lot of times, we have a tendency to communicate or talk at one another as opposed to really fully taking in and striving to understand what someone else is actually saying. Like
Mm-hmm.
seriously, that has a significant role. Like she said, I am one of those guys who listens and takes her seriously. I value her opinion because her opinion, it came from somewhere. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
just it's not like it just popped up out of the air. She had a thought. That thought came from a source, and because she had enough um energy within herself to create the words to say what it was she wanted to say, I I would be unwise to try to listen to it and at least see how we connect because we are a team. The other thing I would say with regards to what you just said is, like you said, somebody might be on the verge of giving up. That's the one thing you don't want to do
Mm.
because you never know how close you are to that breakthrough actually manifesting. And if you constantly putting energy into something, it has no other alternative but to turn into something else. Now,
Mm.
whether that energy is negative or positive, that's what's going to ultimately determine what the end result may be. In relation to how we operate and how we conducting ourselves during this new phase of our lives that we all going through, due to this pandemic, I think that one of the main things that we have to consider is that life is no longer how it used to be. And so
Right.
you have to adapt, you have to change, you have to be conscious of what's
Mm-mm-mm.
taking place in the present, but also recognize what's taking place right now so that you can prepare for the future. So in order to do that, you got to be creative. You got to
Mm.
be able to take what's taking place right now and realize what didn't work and what did work from the past. And that's the only way that you can really structure your future. I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna take up a lot
Boy,
of
you better come
time.
on now.
But
Wait, forget
listen,
about everybody else.
this is what
Forget
I
about
do.
everybody else.
I view no, 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 real talk. I really view the past, present, and future, synonymous to like when we were in school, we talked about the solid, liquid, and the gas.
Right.
I really see it like that. And what I mean by that is when you talk about the past, right? Your past is more so like that solid. It's a foundation. It's
Mm.
something that you can stand on. It's something that you can really, build up off of because it's something that's already been established, right? So then when you
Mm.
look at the liquid, you compare that to the present because the present is fluid. It can be whatever you want it to be, but again, it stems from what your foundation is. The future is synonymous with gas because it is yet to be formed. But if you could take your past, which is your foundation, and formulate it in the present to what you want it to be as a liquid, then the future won't be a problem for you to create, even though it's only a gas right now. You got the foundation and you got what you know now to move forward. You just got to be creative, take the necessary steps to what you're striving to do, and believe in yourself. You
Mm.
got to believe in yourself, man. If you don't believe
Y'all,
in yourself,
listen.
nobody else don't believe in it.
Listen, this. I mean, dog. This is good. I feel like I'm at a seminar. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how
Look
you
this
go
all
like,
day, every day.
dog. I feel like I'm at a seminar. Like I just paid my, cause they be paying some big bucks at the seminar, like a 50 to $60, $100 or whatever. And I just got in and I got the seat like in the middle or something like that. But I'm so full of fire. You know what I'm saying? Like dog, you want to go shake the person's hand. That's how I feel. Like I want to. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Golly. Yo, this is good. This is good. And I was going to ask you a question on, uh, it was something about love and everything else because this is Valentine's Day.
Right.
And I was going to ask you, but you hit the nail right on the head with the hammer. So many different knowledge. Y'all both just kicked it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing more I can really ask you. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
listen,
Just,
I'm gonna say, let me say this right, and I say this because it is Valentine's Day, and it's something that Alicia and I really, really stand on, but it's something that's not really often said. But I want to say it just for the purpose of it being Valentine's Day. When we talk about love, right? A lot of people have a tendency to just focus on love, the emotion, right?
mm,
But the truth of the matter is, love, the emotion, stems from another source. Love, the emotion, is just a byproduct of an action, right?
mm,
In order for you to effectively feel the loving emotion of love, there's something that has to have been done, a physical thing that has to have been done in order for you to experience that emotion. For instance, Alicia sacrifices for me. I sacrifice for her.
mm-hmm,
I listen to her. She listens to me. We
mm,
care for one another. You know what I mean? She makes sure that, the household is taken care of. We both go out and work. Those are verbs. Those are action things. Those are tangible things that have to be done in order for us to actually, lie down at night or sit on the couch next to each other or sit across from each other at a dinner and communicate with each other and be able to look in each other's eyes and feel the love and feelings that we feel, there's something that has to be done in order for us to feel that way about one another.
right,
Because
right,
just as I'm a husband who gets up and goes to work every day, come back and connect with her, and we partner up and pay the bills and do all of those things. I could just as easily be somebody who stay out in the street all night, somebody who isn't going to work,
right,
somebody is hustling on the side, somebody who's lying. All of those things are verbs too. Those are
right.
actions. You know what I'm saying? But it's positive actions between those two individuals who want to
Mm,
experience and share that love with one another, that have to demonstrate those physical and active
Yes,
things
yes.
in order to experience that emotion that we feel. Like what you see right here with me looking at her and her, like, this is what it is, man. Like we
it's
we
love,
don't
bro.
we don't front. This is what it is.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But that's
If you don't,
because of those actions and that emotion.
let me say this, man. You guys, man. Y'all are awesome. I ain't gonna hold you up. I ain't
Thank you.
sugarcoating. I know I joke a lot and everything else, man. But you guys are awesome. Hopefully in the future I can get you two back on. I'm doing
Sure, for sure, bro.
other segments that are specifically designed to build couples. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple segment. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing on
Sure.
Valentine's Day, couple segment. I'm doing this, once a month and stuff like that. And I know we'll probably talk, when you guys might be available. But I think you guys would really help a lot of other people relationships just
Mm,
based off of what you was able to, disclose to us and stuff like that because our audience need it. You know, some people they want to know why their relationship ain't working, and maybe they need advice from a couple that God has blessed in that way to kick out that information. Because you don't have to be together for years and years and years to have knowledge. You know what I'm saying, and have wisdom how you should treat each other. And this
True
is what
indeed.
you guys got. You guys got that power pack knowledge. And hey, I'm blown away, man. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I know y'all blown away out there too, audience. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all eating this up. Y'all eating this up. Like Campbell's soup. You know what I'm saying? This is good. So now listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being on this show once
Thank you
again.
so much.
My pleasure. Really, thank you. Hey, like I said, I really feel like I'm at a seminar. You know, I got my pencil, my notepad. I'm taking notes. Like what he said again. He said what? Oh yeah. I'm gonna try that when I get home. For real. So what we're gonna do is once again, you guys send me that information. I'm gonna put it in the chat and everything else. Y'all show them some love. You know, hey, we appreciate them. I know y'all want them back. If y'all want them back, keep on sending messages. Bring them back. Bring them back. Bring them back.
Hey, right. It is one more thing I want to say too. Like in relation to the official brands, we do have a new brand coming out. Actually, it's Alicia's brand. The
Okay.
name of the brand is Vicky Mac, and it's going to be solely around women,
Okay.
women's empowerment, and the ability to create
Yes.
the atmosphere for women to be themselves on every level. I don't care what walk of life
Yes.
a woman is in, from the what they consider the nice all the way down to the naughty.
Yes.
We want women
Mm.
to understand that they are who they are, and they should represent themselves as such to be a better person.
And I'm actually rocking the Vicky Mac shirt
Oh yeah,
today.
Okay,
So
Vicky
that's in the
back.
works. That's in the works. You
yeah.
know.
Okay.
So
Do us a favor. Tell us about the show that's coming up, real quick.
um, okay, well, great. Okay, Two Dope Chicks podcast will be airing February 6th at 11:15. So I'll get send you the information. It's going to be empowerment. It's going to we're going to talk about all all things, anything that you can
Okay.
think of. We're going to have guests on the show. We're going to come on weekly,
Okay.
and we're going to have guests come on. So I'm going to call you on if
Yeah.
you're
Come on.
available, Brother
Let's
Rob.
go.
Come
Let's
on out and
go.
everything. But it's going to be very inspirational.
Okay.
Me and my close friend Candy, she is in on it with me. So we're just ready to inspire and help others, and just
Okay.
kick it real and be respectful at the same time.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
The tagline is real, raw, and respected, and you already know she don't
She
hold no
gonna keep it
punches.
real.
She the
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Her
I
partner
like
is the
that.
same way, so it's gonna be
Yes,
dope,
it's
bro.
going to be so nice.
It's
And
gonna be dope.
also, you can listen to us live on Spotify, iTunes. I'm going to have it on Facebook Live. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on all of the major platforms, and I'll send you that information also. So,
Yeah.
just in from your cell phone, from your tablet, whatever is clever, we'll be on.
I love it. I love it, y'all. Y'all better support these people. You know what I'm saying? Support them because they doing big things. What Ti say? Big things popping, little things stopping. Y'all better, man. I'm trying to tell you, y'all. I'm so honored to have you on the show, man, and I'm
Thank you.
thankful
Thank you for
that
the
you
Thank you,
invite.
bro.
are. Yeah, let me see if I can get a little clap for y'all before y'all go, cause I'm just so appreciated. Let me get my stuff together. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Clap for them, just a little bit. No, I'm talking about the walkers, the walkers.
That's right.
Oh, a hog, Hollywood Hogger said. Y'all, we appreciate you. We love you. And we on to our next segment. Y'all, we getting ready to talk about the Cofields. That's right, the Cofields. Kimberly and Kelvin Cofield. Y'all, get ready because they getting ready to do their thing. All right.
Woo!
You're muted, Roderick.
Yes, you are, because I couldn't hear you.
We still can't hear you.
Nope.
Oh, let me do that
Yeah.
again.
We can
Can
hear
you
you
hear me now?
now. All right.
You hear
We
me
hear
now?
you now.
This is what I said. It's long. You tell me it was long. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
okay. If the superstars can hang on, y'all can hang on too.
I know
Yeah, I
that's
know.
right.
It's long.
Definitely.
It's long. But Denise, I'm thinking about making the show a little longer. It's just so much information to get out. No longer than an hour and a half. But we'll debate about that situation.
Right.
Anyways, I hope you guys been enjoying it so far. It's been an amazing show. I know it's long, but I had to get this knowledge out to you. It was power
Excellent.
packful. It was amazing. We got a chance to hear from the Liggins. I mean, there was the bomb, and we got a chance to talk about mental health awareness. Awesome. But then we got a chance to talk to the Cofields, y'all. The Cofields, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Artist, singer, producer, they get down. And they gonna be blowing up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure they sign my paper or something like that. I need to keep their autograph. You know what I'm saying? One day, my brother might be able to settle or something like that. Get a little moolah for it or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, and then last but not least, we had Mr. Walker and Mrs. Walker who told you about entrepreneurship within a relationship and how to get the bag together as a whole. Beautiful thing. You need to hear this. I need to hear this. We black couples, we white couples, we Mexican couples, we mixed couples. Everybody needs to hear this. I hope you
Absolutely.
enjoyed this Valentine's Day, and we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. Before I do, real quick, Denise, is there anything you would like to say?
It's been an awesome show. It's been long, but it was awesome. It was a wealth of knowledge and love, and it's just awesome. And I'm so proud of the co-fields and everybody else was on too. And
Yeah, me
congratulations
too.
again. I believe that I'm just after I know you just had your first baby, but I know it's gonna be another one. Not maybe too soon, but it's gonna be a
Oh,
couple.
we looking for that boy, ain't we? That
Yeah,
boy,
but
that little
either way,
boy.
it don't matter. But God is good. But you know what? With you guys as a couple, it's been a blessing. It was a process where God took you where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to get married, what you did, and you had to have time to know each other before you had a baby.
Beautiful.
So God knows it's such a blessing. God bless you all the wonderful couples that was on. Oh my goodness,
Look at that
I'm just so
baby.
full, so
Look at the
beautiful.
baby. Look at the baby. Oh my God. Y'all give me
That's
baby
right.
fever over here. Let me stop this. We supposed to be doing the show. Beautiful baby. How you doing, little baby? Good to see you. Your Uncle Rod over here. What up? What's good? How you doing?
Oh, she is so beautiful.
Let me get this
And
so.
and her name, I mean, I know her name. Say it for me again.
She's so precious.
The
Royalty.
Royalty
name again?
Michelle Cofield. Royalty.
Royalty. That's right. I knew it. That's it. Royalty. Royalty in the house. Hi, boo
Yeah,
boo.
ladies and gentlemen, I hope you heard it from yourself. That baby gonna be a superstar one day too. But we getting
Oh,
ready
absolutely.
to
She already blessed. Got great parents. That's all right.
do one more thing. We're going to our closing remarks, and that's what we want to do. Is we want to leave you with something. We can't just leave you empty-handed, even though you enjoy it. Look at my wife. She said, "Oh, she's so cute." I seen her first, Christine. I seen her first. Yeah. Yeah. She is beautiful. She so is beautiful.
So
Man.
at least they could go to the birthday party. You and Christine's baby coming up.
Oh, we do got a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Little woo woo, little young little. Oh man, he little Roger Jr. Kelvin. We've been talking about this day for years now. Woo.
Congratulations.
You got
Woo!
Thank
two.
you,
They got
thank
three
you.
babies. That's a blessing, though.
Hey, I'm gonna put him in acting class at the age of 2. This is a wrap. My little Denzel. But anyway, we going to closing remarks.
Yes,
And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're still here. If you're not here, you've seen this later. I just want to tell you that God loves you. He
absolutely.
cares so much about you. He wants you to know that there is nobody like him. He can make a
Ab-
way out of no way. I don't care what you may be going through. God is so good. And you heard so many couples talk about relationships. They said if you will put God first in your business, he'll make a way. Amen. They said if you will
Amen.
put God first in your artistry, that's not the right word for it, but your music, you know what I'm saying, your productions, God will bless that. You just gotta trust in him. That's all I'm telling you. If you put God
Amen.
first
That's
in
the
each and
thing.
everything, he'll be a blessing to you. So I just
Absolutely.
wanted to say this to you guys. We love you, man. We pray that you continue to watch this show and continue to enjoy yourself. If you have any feedback, please put it in the comments. We're trying to get better. We're doing better. And we're trying to make it, the best that we can. So we love y'all.
Amen.
We're getting ready
Love
to
you
live
guys.
out. We well over 2 minutes. We might extend it to an hour and a half. There go the Cold Fields, y'all. And there go the baby. I just want
Amen.
to see the baby face one more time. Oh my God. She
God
like she
bless
trying
you
to sing a
guys.
song. But anyways,
Royalty.
God bless y'all. Y'all be easy. Thank you for
All
the
right.
people that's
God
been
bless
hanging
you
in.
guys. Peace, everybody.
All right,
Thank you,
y'all.
family.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Bye bye now.